Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today we will be reacting to some countries' best friend, neutral and worst enemy. So if you don't know, countries basically have best friends and worst enemies, and and neutral means some countries that don't really have any relations and they never met. So let's go. Right. So Philippines is USA's best friend. Philippines is neutral with Australia, and Philippines' worst enemy is China. Malaysia's best friend is Indonesia. Their neutral is Brunei, and their worst enemy is Israel. Australia's best friend is New Zealand. Neutral one is Fiji, and their worst enemy is China. Oh, there's already two Chinas in the region. Bangladesh's best friend is India, neutral, Malaysia, and worst enemy Myanmar. Palestine's best friend is Iran, neutral one is France, and their worst enemy is Israel. Makes sense when because of the conflict right now with Palestine and Israel. Armenia's best friend is Russia. Their neutral friend is Lebanon, and their worst enemy is Azerbaijan. Makes sense because they had a conflict not too long ago. Afghanistan has no best friend. Wait a minute, let me search up that. Afghanistan has friends. Wait, does Afghanistan have allies? Yeah, they do. I know. Afghanistan. Their one is Pakistan. They have relations with Pakistan, China, Qatar, Russia, and Iran. So I'll just say Pakistan. Yeah. What? Alright. I'll just say Pakistan best friend. Neutral one is India. They just said on ChatGPT India's friends with Afghanistan, and their worst enemy is USA. Makes sense because of the conflict that happened not a long time ago, for 20 years. Ukraine's best friend is USA. Their neutral is Poland, and worst enemy is Russia. Greece's best friend is Cyprus. Their neutral is Bulgaria, and their worst enemy is Turkey. Yeah, alright. Belarus's best friend is Russia. Neutral one is China, and worst enemy is Ukraine. Hey guys, if you want to know what neutral means, I think it means like they don't really even have any common with each other, and never met. Alright. UK's best friend is USA, neutral is Italy, and worst enemy is Argentina. Saudi Arabia's best friend is US. No, you mean UAE, not USA. Best friend is the United Arab Emirates. The neutral is Pakistan. I don't think that's true, because Turkey, Pakistan, and Saudi Arabia had just signed a deal to whoever attacks, whoever attacks Saudi Arabia, Iran attacks Saudi Arabia, Turkey and Pakistan has to help Saudi Arabia, something like that, like NATO. and the worst enemy is Yemen. Japan's best friend is USA, the neutral one is Indonesia, and the worst enemy is China. I thought Russia would be Cuba. Oh, I thought that said Cuba, because I said Cuba. China's best, North Korea's best friend is China, neutral one is Cuba, and worst enemy is USA. Indonesia's best friend is Malaysia, neutral is Thailand, and worst enemy is Israel. India's best friend is Russia, neutral is Bangladesh, and worst enemy is Pakistan. I'm rather talented saying these names. Pakistan's best friend is China. I haven't seen a lot of Turkey. When I saw Pakistan, I thought Turkey would be there. Actually, Turkey and Israel and South Korea is nobody's best friend. The neutral is UAE, and the worst enemy is India. Makes sense because 1 year ago they had a conflict against each other. Iran's best friend is Russia, neutral is Pakistan, and worst enemy is Israel. Makes sense because USA and Israel is having a war with Iran. Yeah. China's best friend is North Korea, the neutral is Bangladesh, and worst enemy is Taiwan. Alright, Turkey's best friend is Azerbaijan, the neutral is Pakistan. What does neutral mean? I'm gonna search up neutral. What does neutral mean? Yeah, ChatGPT in the comment. Oh. What? No, it says that like when Turkey is having a war with Armenia, Pakistan doesn't help. That's absolutely not true. Except when India had a war with Pakistan, Turkey helped Pakistan, and Pakistan helped Turkey. War. Actually, I don't even know what war because Turkey hasn't had any war. But Turkey's best friend is Azerbaijan. I'm not gonna say this one because this one is not true. And their worst enemy is Armenia. I think Greece should be there. Canada's best friend is USA, neutral is Germany, and worst enemy is Russia. Qatar's best friend is Bahrain, and neutral is Oman, and worst enemy is Saudi Arabia. USA's best friend is Canada, neutral is India, and worst enemy is Russia. Sorry guys, I need a bit of stretch. Taiwan's best friend is USA, neutral is Japan, and worst enemy is China. Russia's best friend is Belarus. The neutral is Palestine, and worst enemy is USA. South Korea's best friend is USA. Japan is neutral, and North Korea is worst enemy. Israel's best friend is USA. The neutral is Canada, and worst enemy is Palestine. What does this say? I can't see. I think you would say Russia is Syria's best friend. Iraq is neutral, and I cannot really see that one. Oh, it says here. USA, alright, USA. Worst enemy is USA. Well, I hope I hope this video made you smile, guys, and please wait for my next video. Bye. Bye.